Hello and welcome to day 21 of Berkshire. So I went to edit this video and the audio was completely scuffed. So yeah, I have to do all voiceover again. But we have a campsite visitor today, so that's entertaining. And I guess while I'm here, I'm going to show off what I did yesterday and what's going on here. This little area here is going to be my next build, which is going to be the pet store called Paw Post, and I really like how the tiles turned out, which I did in a previous video, and I do have two custom designs for this video, so stick around for me making those. They are both related to the pet store build, and it's really fun seeing all these dogs and wolves just hanging around. Vivian is so cute, and look at Mac and Whitney, and then of course we have the doggy daycare slash groomers that I absolutely adore. I can't get over how cute those puppy plushies are. I also took a little trip to Nook's Cranny today and bought the most expensive thing in here because that's just what I do. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I end up using that in my house, so hey, there you go. And I was also looking for more yellow flowers, so I went ahead and got some yellow lilies because I need more flowers. Even though there's a bunch of them, but still, lilies add to the texture. So that's super exciting. Laptop and lilies, wonderful purchases. And B was being cute there. I took a bunch of photos, so it didn't look very good. At this point, I was kind of thinking that maybe the rock garden wasn't going to work, and then I went to check out the campsite villager, which was Miss Becky, who is a foreshadowing of the next island I'm going to do. I'm thinking maybe I should put her on my next island. And then here's Camp Paw, just wandering around. I think it turned out super-duper cute, and I'm obsessed with it. Like, come on, Camp Paw is the cutest name I could have thought of. Yeah. And then I went to check out resident services and see what's going on with the free stuff in the recycling bin. And then, just for funsies, I decided to ask Isabel what the island rating was, just because I was curious. And, unsurprisingly, with how much I've decorated recently, Berkshire is 5 stars, so that's wonderful. And then I got the golden watering can. And then I'm wandering around here. I was saying things while this was happening, but again, scuffed audio. I have figured it out now. I think it was just a setting in my recording program, but look how nice the island is looking. The island is looking so good thus far. And Gulliver, I am tired of your ass just hanging out on my islands. And at this point, too, like, you know, the rocks aren't really spawning there. Spoiler alert again, it's not gonna stay there forever. I'm gonna have to move things around again. But yeah, a lot of today was gaining more objects for decorating purposes. As you can see here, I'm going to my island of Tokata, and that is a lot of items, because islands require many of them. Believe you me. And there's another me. Hi, other me. And here is the custom design section of the video. I'm making a couple of designs for the pet store. This first one here is a dog food bag design for the stacked bags, and I think it turned out really cute. I think I just called it like Doggy Chow, which, iconic, honestly. I gave it a very simple style of writing. But yeah, I think it turned out really good. I really struggled with that W for a second there for some reason. But I got it in the end. I really did. Watching this back, I'm like, ooh, that was a struggle for no reason. And then I centered it with the drag option, which, man, once you get used to the tools they give you, it's so good. The drag item, like the cross with the 4 different directions, such a helpful tool. And then I'm adding some like little detailing, some shadows, so it looks more dimensional. So there's the doggy chow. And then this next one, I took the same color palette, and then I'm making the sign for the shop called Paw Paw Post. I mean, come on, I have Camp Paw Paw, we have Paw Paw Post. It is truly very dog, and that is the goal, is very dog. But yeah, this was a pretty simple one too, but I put some more iconography on it. You'll see in a couple seconds. But yeah, I wanted to focus on the name so you could really see, oh yeah, that's the name of the shop, is Paw Paw Post. And then I put a little kind of like shelf-esque thing in the middle, and then I'm putting in a little ball. It's like a little toy ball for dogs. I'm using some of the other colors in this palette. I didn't really change the colors in this palette because it's just a good palette, you know? Well, I did change a little bit, not a ton. And then I also made a little dog bone, like a cartoon-style dog bone, and it is really cute as well. I like how it turned out. But yeah, that's gonna go on like banners and stuff for the pet store. And then I customized a bunch of stuff in a minute. I also added a little heart there because there was space and it felt empty, and I think it's good there. But yeah, the stamps are also very good. I would recommend using those. Like the circle stamp is very helpful. It comes in a couple of different sizes. Same with the star stamp and the heart stamp. And then here I'm adding some shading just to make it look a little bit more dimensional and less flat. Just with a slightly different shade of orange to the background. And it really makes it pop at the end as well. So, just like little things like that really help elevate custom designs in general. And there is the Paw Paw Post logo. And then here I took things, there's a vertical banner, and I put a couple vertical banners out front, and then I added the Berkshire flag, but I also added the Paw Paw Post flag, and yeah. So, at the end here, I just want to go over the end game here, or like my whole plan here. So obviously, that little area in the center, the pet store, that is, I'm pretty sure it's the next thing that I do. It's right above the dog park. And I do end up moving things a little bit, so like I mentioned earlier, the rock garden did not work because it was right behind the museum. So I have to move the museum up and the rock garden down, and it turns out so much better that way. Dog neighborhood is pretty much done. I think I just fidget with it a little bit later. And of course the dog cafe, I add a couple things to that later as well, but generally speaking, most of the things here are looking good, pretty much done. The wolf forest, I add a couple of things to, but the major reason that I made a good third of the island just woods was to lessen the amount of items I needed to get, because obviously a 30-day island is a challenge for a reason. Although I will say, recording this now after the island is done, I feel like I could finish an island in faster than that, which is kind of crazy to think about, because I thought 30 days, oh, that's too little time. No, I feel like I could do it faster if I go full goblin mode, which sometimes I do. Sometimes with an island, I pick it up, I say, you are my new obsession, and I just completely goblin mode it. Anyway, but the island is looking very close to done. The major things I need to do now are just like the beaches, and I go pretty simple with the beaches on this island. Not overly simple, but enough that they're like decorated to the point to where they make sense. If that makes any sense at all. Right? So yeah, we are getting down to the last little bit of the last third of the challenge, which is pretty cool. We're getting there, guys. And I'm really liking how it's turning out so far in this video. And I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying the series as much as I enjoyed making it and recording all of the parts, putting it together. It's been a lot of fun so far. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Also, like the video if you liked it. I would very much appreciate that. And leave a comment. What kind of species would you want to do a species island of? Let me know in the comments, because I want to know. I definitely want to do another island like this in the future, because it's been super fun. And that's going to be all, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye!